Yes, welcome back ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at what is going to be on offer in World of Tanks Blitz in 2022. And one thing is already known, obviously. This tank, the LTTB, will get a bit of a brother at tier 7, the LTG. We will get a Object 84 at tier 9 and we get the LT100 at, tier 100 LT I should say, at tier 10. That's one of the new things in World of Tanks for 2022. And I'm making this video because I want to show you some of the new bits that will be there. Because I've missed some things, obviously. Just want to get a little bit of a summary up for 2022. So what we're going to do, we're just going to get all the bits that Wargaming have already shown us and leaked. And then we'll make that into one nice little package with a little bit of speculation and things I think that might happen in the game for 2022. So let's get festivities started and start off with some LT100 gameplay from the open test server first. And like as usual now for World of Tanks, there isn't going to be a real new line in the tech tree starting at tier 2 and then 3 and 4 and so on. There are going to be 3 new tanks, and interestingly it's going to be a tier 7, a tier 9 and a tier 10. The LTG, the Object 84 and this one the T100 LT. And they do have that new spotting mechanic that is not 100% confirmed yet, but I kind of fear it will actually be implemented as such. Check out the full video, I already have. I really hope Wargaming is going to change that, because every time you hit a tank it will be visible for 20 seconds. LTG, as said, will be at tier 7 to tier 9, the Object 84 will be there. So you will have a choice at tier 7 of an LTTB and an LTG. And then you can play the Object 84 and the T100 LT as well, starting in update 8.7. And this little bit has been leaked on the Facebook channels, and Wargaming are, and I can understand why, they're pretty proud of it, because they are thinking about introducing new after battle user interface. This looks really slick, the glorious 53 TP sitting over there, the Mr. Marco. And then when you see what has been done, you get combat XP earned, credits, all well and truly there, fully visible. And it looks really good. It looks smooth, modern, quite slick. On the other hand, the current thingies aren't really broken. But what Wargaming probably want to do is make an interface that is more suited to all the platforms you can actually play on now. Because, let's face it, if you play on PC, if you've seen videos of mine, then you can see that the interface is actually sort of blown up to fit the PC screen. It was never intended to be played on PC in the first place. It was a mobile, a touch platform user interface. And I like Wargaming for doing this stuff, for making adjustments to things that are in a little bit of need, a little bit of TLC. On the other hand, was it really needed? It looks good, it looks smooth, it looks slick, not really needed in my opinion, but it will be implemented somewhere in 2022. There wasn't an ETA set for that just yet, but here's a little preview of what is going to happen in 2022. And then we have this little quote-unquote leak. This has been confirmed by Wargaming already. I think it was at the end of one of the EU Blitzcap streams. They, at that time, the legendary camouflage for the 60 TP wasn't in the game yet, and this Wargaming, please do more of this. It's like the 3D styles on PC, and this looks stunning, I think. This is actually legendary camouflage that I wouldn't mind paying for. There's going to be a special version of the IS-7 as well, which you can see here. Looks really slick, but could do maybe a little bit more in terms of rocket launches or reactive armor, etc. And this I'm looking forward to, Japanese heavy tanks. As you can see, this is a proper tech tree line starting at tier 5. And we're going to put it into a little bit of slow motion, because at tier 5 we will first get this tank, the Mitsu 108. Then at tier 6 this will be joined by the type 3, the Yunu. At tier 7 we're going to get the type 4 Yuto. At tier 8 you can already see the Kpfz. Or Kpfz, I don't know how you pronounce it, but a tier 8 heavy tank, a type 68 at tier 9, and then we're going to have the type 71 at tier 10. And obviously, there's no comparison to World of Tanks PC, so it remains to be seen what is going to happen to these tanks and when they will be implemented. ETA was, I think, going to be somewhere around the summer. And to join the ranks of Uprising in Gravity, there will be a boss mode as well in World of Tanks Blitz. One of the tanks on the team, it's 7 versus 7, one of the tanks will be the boss. It will have huge bursts in terms of alpha damage, some special abilities, hit points, etc. And it will have limited respawns. As you can see from this video, it will probably be 3. The other tanks, the mods, they will have unlimited respawns. And the goal of the whole thing is to get as much points as possible. Killing the bosses, they give more points. Not all the statistics for the mods are finalized yet. They are more about abilities than statistics. But it looks like this is going to be a fun mode. Maybe a bit like the Waffle Tractor mode in World of Tanks PC, or the Myrni mode where you have to play against that really big monstrous King Tiger tank. And it will probably be a hit as well. As with Uprising, Gravity, Mad Games, Burning Games, and there were probably some more games as well. Boss mode coming in 2022 as well. And while Wargaming have removed Mirage and Lost Temple from the map rotation for a substantial rework, there's going to be this new map as well. Aptly named Holland. It features mills, it features farms, you can see carts over there. Some, not very Dutchy rocky hills, obviously, and this mill is still in working order. I have no clue how. There's going to be pumpkins, scarecrows, trucks, water, obviously, bridges. And it looks really atmospheric. There's going to be a lot of things going on in the town, as you can see over here. And I, for one, really look forward to playing on this map. Holland coming in 2022. And last but very much not least, I want to show you some of the new tanks that will come into the game in 2022 probably. One of these is going to be the Skodat T56, which is shown here. This is of course a Czechoslovakian heavy tank. And if I'm not mistaken, this preceded the Tech Tree heavy tanks on World of Tanks PC. So maybe that will come into Blitz as well. Another new tank is going to be this one, the Kpfz 50T, as you can see. German tier 10 medium tank. Looks really leopard-like, and it actually has a turret with 2 machine guns on the back. I'm not quite sure what you want to do with that in real life, to be honest, because you can't fire forward with it. But it looks funky. Has a searchlight on the front, and yeah, I think this is a reward tank on PC, so this will probably be a collector crate tank in Blitz. Third one, the infamous Object 268 version 4, also known as the Bobject. Again, currently in test in World of Tanks Blitz. I think I've met it about 2 or 3 times in total. This is well known in World of Tanks PC for its frontal armor. And I'm curious what Wargaming is going to do with this one. Will they replace the Object 263 for this one at tier 10 and then drop the 263 towards tier 9? Or will they make it into a reward crate collectible, get some money out, etc. Type of tank? Probably the latter, but yeah, this will come in 2022 as well. And here's a tank you may have already seen, and then again you haven't, because this is the E75 RT. We have, of course, the Potty Panzer already, the E75 toilet seat. This one has a toilet as well at the back, as you can see, but it has a different turret. This is the E75 TS from World of Tanks PC with the lower-like turret, basically. Probably pretty much the same tank as the TS, but this is also in testing currently. So you may have seen already one on the battlefield. Probably be a crate tank? No, not probably. It's going to be a crate tank, guys. Just make no mistake about that. This is going to be a crate tank, but it will be available in 2022 as well. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My little roundup of what is going to happen in World of Tanks Blitz in 2022. Some things already confirmed. Some are speculation and guesses on my side. But I do hope that the Wargaming will keep this game interesting. I hope they will keep making good content, make tanks that are up against for a fight that are challenging to play and that can be brought out in a fair duel as well. And thank you all for watching. Do click that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll catch you all on the next one. Cheers, happy tanking, bye bye.